This past year, we decided to challenge ourselves with tackling our biggest project yet, rebuilding a wrecked Porsche. Now, do we know exactly what we're getting into? Absolutely not, but I knew that we were gonna figure it out. I bought this car unknowing how bad the damage actually was. And throughout the entire build process, you guys got to see us bring it to the shop, tear it apart, strip it down completely. We even cut the front end of this car off and replaced it with a new one with a lot of stuff in between. Now, more recently, we dropped this car off to SOS Customs to finalize all the work Tim and I had done. We had replaced the front tub, we had riveted everything in, and now it was time to see if the front end was actually straight and to get this thing painted and good to go. Now it was up to us to pick up the car and get this thing through the finish line. First things first, it's time to head to SOS, see the car for the first time completed, pick it up, and get it back to the shop. Quick intermission before we get into the full rebuild of the Porsche. It's gonna be sick. This is the last collection of the F1 giveaway. We are giving away the ultimate Las Vegas F1 experience for you and a friend, and every $1 that you guys spend on the Legend site is one entry in to win. I'm talking sweet tickets, paddock tour, Q&As, hotel, food, and flights, all paid for, all-inclusive experience for you and a friend to head to Las Vegas to experience F1 at the highest level. It's sick. Now, this is the last collection of the giveaway. The giveaway ends on Monday. So in honor of that, we're going all in. We have a ton of stuff that's been restocked on the site, a lot of your favorites, and we have all of these new items ready to go for you guys right now. As you guys can see, this is the Need Money for F1 collection. It is so freaking dope. A good way to show your support as well. We've got orange for all my Team Papaya McLaren fans. These are sick. Orange is definitely my favorite. We have 3 new shirts. We have orange, we've got a black, and we also have something for the Red Bull fans as well, a navy blue and red. This is actually really sick. And we have 2 hoodies. We have a black hoodie as well as a navy hoodie. And throughout the videos, I've actually had a lot of questions about these hats. These hats will also be going live today for you guys. And best of all, every $1 that you guys spend on the Legend site is one entry in to win. But if you guys are a VIP, as you know, you can get up to 10 times entries on the giveaway, which is really sick. Now is the perfect time to sign up. 3 new shirts, 2 new hoodies, accessories, hats, big restock of all of your favorite items in case you might have missed anything from previous collections. It's all live right now for you guys. It's super sick. Do me a huge favor before we get any further in today's video, head to the first link down in the description box below. It'll take you guys straight to the Legend site and you can check out everything that's live right now and secure some entries to get you and a friend out to F1 Las Vegas. And with that, let's go ahead and hop back into the video. I can't believe we made it this far.
Dude, this car is gonna be sick, and I can't wait for it to pop out of there and just shine in the sun.
Today is the day.
What's up, boys?
What's up, brother?
Fucking day.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. Thank you guys for helping us out here.
All the time,
I cannot wait to see it. What's the deal? What's the plan? What's going on?
It looks like nothing ever happened, dude.
Really?
Did you, I mean, what
Clean
did you
title.
Clean title.
I mean, besides this whole video surveillance of the whole thing happened.
It's brand new.
Yeah.
It's 9,000 miles. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, let's go take a look
Let's
at
take
it.
a look at it. Oh, I'm not ready. Oh my God. Oh, bro.
Let's go for it.
Oh my
Holy.
God.
Dude, this looks so
So creamy.
Thanks.
Without further ado, here's our wrecked Porsche Cayman. Not wrecked. Porsche Cayman.
Come here. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? How is this even the same car, dude? You guys killed it.
Kevin is gonna be so angry right now.
I mean, I hate you.
Oh my God. The GT4RS front bumper, the fenders, which we still gotta
put the car together. SOS finished it for us, now we gotta put it together.
our GT4RS style fenders. Probably my favorite part though that we decided on, the matte carbon hood. I was thinking about keeping it gloss, but
I'm actually happy that you did,
I'm a matte carbon guy.
because with the little touches throughout the car, it just gives it a little something extra.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
Because I mean, everybody, like carbon fiber, obviously gloss is the way to go. Everyone does it, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of like, you almost have to kind of look into it, and it looks much more elegant than just standard carbon.
It differentiates it a little bit. I think it looks super aggressive, which is exactly what we were going for on this car. Aggressive yet elegant. It's nice. Obviously, you guys can see we got the front of the car all put back together. You guys saw the work that we put in. I mean, cutting the tub off, putting the front tub back on. But SOS went ahead and finished what we started and actually seam sealed, you guys painted. What is all the stuff that you guys did down here?
So we use like what's called like a, I guess for lack of better words right now, rubberized undercoating. But it's more specific to the Porsche because you don't want to use something that's super hard in here because you're gonna get like that sound of the rocks in it. So this is more to like sound deadening it, you know, and it kind of makes it so it doesn't chip up and stuff like that. And we seam sealed every
It's gonna seal everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So kind of get you back to a factory finish, but as you've seen, like Porsche,
better than factory.
Yeah, they don't
dude.
really cover everything, so we'll make sure everything is nice and clean and ready to go for you.
Dude, it looks, you would never in a million years know that this car literally had no front end. Was in a crazy impact.
The right now is that there's no subframe.
There's no subframe or gas tank. Again, we got to finish this thing up, but SOS absolutely crushed it. I mean, out of the park. This looks I wish you guys could see this in person under like the LED lighting. Like, it looks insane. I cannot believe this is our car. I can't believe this was wrecked in the first place, and it looks like this now.
Now the challenge is for you guys to get this thing back together so you can actually start driving this thing.
You're not going to get me out of this thing. That's the problem. Holy incredible. Let me show you guys a couple more touches. Then went ahead, since we did the matte carbon hood, ahead and did the GT4 style side vents here in matte carbon as well. And then that rear duckbill that you guys saw us install is also finished in matte carbon. So we got the perfect look all throughout the car.
It's spec'd out so good, Dustin, with this interior, dude. Look at this.
Another one of my favorite parts. Kevin, he wrecked the car, but he did a great job speccing it out.
Why you see now? Why you telling me before? I thought, okay, you're not happy with that.
Let's get this thing out of here and get this thing back to the shop so we can get this thing running and actually driving.
Now, judging off looks, the Cayman couldn't have come out any better. From the creamy white to the matte carbon, it checks all the boxes for me. But this is just the beginning. Our next mission is to load up all the miscellaneous parts, subframe, and of course, most importantly, the car. Let's get this thing back to the shop.
Figure out how to strap her down.
Holy
when you brought it in, it was reversed.
Hey, you guys remember when you stopped by the shop what this thing looked like?
Far from this. Big turnaround.
Now she's in the trailer, almost complete.
Now, seeing the incredible work done by SOS and getting the car into the trailer was the easy part. Now, once we got the car to the shop, it was time for Tim and I to figure out how in the hell we're gonna get this car into the shop. Since it is just Tim and I, we have to figure out how to roll the unrunning Porsche out of the trailer without a working steering wheel and get the car into the shop, turned around, and onto the lift.
It's fine. It's okay, right?
Everything's fine.
Now it's up to Tim and I to put this thing actually back together. That means wiring harness, cooling, brakes, and more. And that's our mission for today, to get this thing onto the ground and for the first start.
Now, while the first start was just a little ambitious, we are going to get this thing properly on the ground. We have a lot of work to do and a lot of ground to cover, but let's start with the most important part. The front end, specifically gas tank and subframe.
Solid progress here. Look at this nice bash bar. All right, Tim, first things first, probably the part that I dislike the most.
Putting all the wiring back.
Wiring, the electrical. That's gonna be the hardest part. Figuring out where everything went when we took it all apart. And then there are some wires that are destroyed that will have to be soldered back together or rewired. So let's go ahead and start with that. Ah yes, the wiring. Before we can install the subframe, we need to send the wire harness through the firewall into our new tub. It's crazy that I'm even saying this, but now we have every sensor and every piece of OEM plastic that was missing. It's just a matter of figuring out where the hell all of it goes. Luckily, the existing harness on the car is split into about 4 separate harnesses. We separated everything and now are running them according to the position that they sit within the chassis of the car. As small as this may seem, seeing the wiring get placed back to where it originally goes makes the front of this car look so much better. It actually looks like a car again. Well, it's all ran through. Now for the difficult part of finding where does it all go. We're really doing it, piece by piece, figuring out this wiring. There were even some wires that had to be repaired, and shout out to Tim Bro for getting these fixed. Finishing touch on the tub. Well, sort of. First big project down.
Awkward.
Damn it. First big project down. Tub is complete. Dude, this thing was destroyed when it came in here.
It didn't even look like this.
Mission accomplished already. We have, I mean, this was the biggest point in the build when we replaced the entire front end of this car. And now we can officially say we accomplished it. We did it.
Dude, it's...
We have, you wouldn't even know. We have a brand new front end.
This was here, somewhere down here.
Look at all of our rivets, dude.
This is all good, man.
It's insane. Carpets back in. We even got the little plastics back in, the little lights. We are missing a couple pieces, which we're gonna find and do. But overall, we have a completed front tub. That is insane. Now, again, with that being said, there is so much left to do. Currently, Tim is working on our ABS and brake system, so putting brake lines back in, our ABS module back in right here, and once that is done, we can actually put our subframe on, and we will have a complete car without the cooling and stuff. But getting the subframe back in, getting the gas tank back in, I mean, this car is technically done. We're gonna have to do all of the cooling and stuff, but we are so close. I wish Kevin could see the car now. I still remember getting to Kevin's house and seeing the front end of this car covered in trash bags and the destruction. That's insane. Was there a teeny bit of doubt when getting this car and being able to get to this point? Absolutely. But seeing it now, this is crazy. We got ABS. We got brakes, baby.
Brakes back in.
Now it's time for what is arguably the most important point of this build. Yes, the front tub was crucial. That was the damage of the car, and we have now fixed it.
This is the biggest piece going back into the car,
Essentially making this a car.
It's time for the subframe. It's time for the gas tank.
We've made sure that the frame of the car is straight. The front end work that we did is also straight. The subframe should essentially go back in just as easy as it came out.
We'll be able to hook up the subframe itself, hook up our front struts, and we will have a car.
4 wheels and no damage. Will it be that easy? Let's find out. Now this is the point where we make this Cayman a car. We fix the damage. Let's get this thing on its own 4 legs. Or I guess tires. We rebuilt the wreck Cayman. This is sick. I mean, this is insane progress, guys. Insane. I can't be too excited yet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can be extremely excited, but like I keep saying, there's a lot more work left to do. Subframe's in, hand tight. Struts are in, hand tight. I mean, it is an actual car. We could put all 4 wheels on. This thing would sit on the ground. That is epic. Day 2 of getting this car back together.
We have made some serious progress getting this thing back from SOS, but
still more to do.
Now that we've got the subframe in, wiring harness put back together, we want to get the front of this car all back together, or I guess the inside of the front of this car all back together, so that we can actually button this thing up. And we are so close. But this is a big portion of installing the subframe, because now we obviously have the subframe bolts in, but there's a lot that goes on up here, including wiring, battery, and gas tank. Right now we're gonna be getting all of our fuel lines plugged back in and all of this wiring mess put back to where it goes. Do we remember where any of this stuff goes?
No.
It's like a game, it's like a puzzle, right? Because like this guy looks like it might go here. Oh yeah, I love that.
But this looks exactly the same as that.
Oh, wait. So does that go there? Plug that guy in? Oh, do they both fit?
All right, we have some more work cut out for us. Well, luckily throughout this entire build, we have some experience figuring out where things need to go. So now it's time to buckle down and get this fuel tank in. We're pushing it up. Maybe. Nice. Making progress.
Arguably one of the most important parts of the gas tank. Gas nozzle in, but not officially until we do the test.
The worst thing in the world is when you install something, think it's right, put everything back, and then it's not right and you have to redo it. We're gonna test.
Let's connect these lines.
Oh,
because
good idea.
There's breathers that might.
Before we make that mistake, we're gonna do the test. But it's also a good idea to plug in our fuel lines just in case. Tim and I have made enough mistakes putting everything back together before testing, and this is not gonna be one of those times.
See any fuel?
I don't see any fuel. Make sure though. Just feel around. Tim?
We're good?
I think we got a frickin' fuel nozzle and a fuel tank in the car.
Dude, one step closer.
Fuel tank, check. This is the last clip that we need.
It is the last clip. that is in this whole area.
It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so unsatisfying.
Didn't click?
It didn't click. That was
Dang
so
it.
lame.
Can we do another one?
I'll just insert click sound effect. Front top portion of our wrecked Cayman is no longer wrecked. We have a gas tank. We're gonna hold off on the battery. We'll talk about that in just a second. Gas tank, cabin air filter, all of our sensors up top, our ABS module, everything is put back together down to the freaking tub. Functional, hold on. Completely functional. How crazy is that?
Dude, this
That's
has come
huge.
so far.
It's so big. I mean, from where we started, having no idea what in the hell we were about to get ourselves into. We've never worked on a Porsche, number one. We've also never worked on a wrecked car, a destroyed car before, much less cutting an entire front end off of a car. We have a couple of finishing touches before we can call it for today and start making our way towards actually getting the first start. So let's button this thing up and show you guys what she looks like all finished. Now before I can truly call this finished, I wanted to go ahead and clean off everything in this front tub portion to make sure it looked nice and spotless. Now granted, what we're about to do, you won't really be able to see this, but the peace of mind knowing that it is clean makes it all that much better. And we have to give a big thank you to one of our sponsors that makes everything possible in the shop, Meguiar's. We're using their brand new all surface cleaner to make sure all of these black plastics are nice, shiny, and clean, especially after being at the body shop. Now definitely one of the most satisfying parts about doing this entire rebuild has been all of the Porsche OEM goodness. In this case, it's the trim. And what makes it even better is the trim that this car never even had since we got the thing.
One more clip.
Look at it.
One more clip.
Look at it.
Give me the sound.
Here, you ready? Here she is.
Oh.
Oh, dude! This is literally nothing, but it's everything. How sick is this? It's all fresh and I just wanna...
We never saw it this way, ever.
No, it had
there
none
was
of
no
this.
plastics.
It had none of this. This was crunched and all this was gone. We did it. We did it to a point. There's a lot more left to do up front, but guys, this is huge. I mean, I almost don't even want to shut the hood because it's so beautiful down there, but...
Just give her a full shot.
That's nice. That is so sick, bro. Oh, I cannot believe this is the car. I cannot believe this is the same car. I want to see Kevin's reaction so bad. It's painted. We got the dry carbon. We have a fully functioning frunk. Every single OEM plastic piece, OEM carpet inside, down to the handle. In case you get stuck inside the frunk for some reason, you can get out. And we have all of the plastics. This is insane. As sick as this is, as much progress as this is, there's one last thing that I want to do. Now I know I've said it a million times, and I'll probably keep saying it a million times till this thing is finally done and fully driving, but I cannot believe we've made it this far. The entire front is in, the subframe is in, and she is now completely on her own weight on all four wheels.
Dude, it's so amazing.
Fucking crazy. You guys are gonna have to stay tuned on the next episode of the Cayman rebuild because it is going to be a big and monumental one. Episode 6, maybe 7, I don't really remember where we're at, is a wrap. Oh, you guys know what time it is. Bust off the Crocs here. Damn, big ballin'. Oh. Today was definitely a day. Right when we think that things are gonna slow down a little bit, they just keep getting busier. But that's a great thing. If you're an OG, you remember Fetch with Sparko, gonna hang with Sparko for a little bit. Today was awesome. Even from looking at the car, it had never looked like that, which it just blows my mind how much time and effort has gone into the Porsche and how much we've actually gotten done. It's pretty insane. But with that being said, there's still a lot left to do, which you guys are gonna see, and there's a lot coming up. We have so much. Oh, Sparko just lost his ball. Either way, I hope you guys are super stoked for all of the awesome stuff that we have coming up, because it's about to get hectic. We have the SEMA build about to start. We have something huge coming for the shop tomorrow, which is going to be an absolute game changer. Not necessarily a car, but you'll see the video. And then we have a lot of track time coming up with the wheel-to-wheel race car and time attack season coming up. It's going to be crazy, but I'm going to take you guys along for it all, and again, just show more life stuff. I wish Team Money was home right now, but yes, again, she is on another work trip. She travels almost as much as I do for her work, her assassin jobs calling, so it's crazy, but definitely gonna show more life stuff. I see that you guys like that and you wanna see more of it, so it's definitely coming, and I'm glad that you guys like that too, because the whole goal for this is just to show my life and show you guys me beyond the cars, and I just need to do that more. I mean, drop it. I'm breathing so heavy. I'm stoked. I'm like re-inspired to create new and fun content in that sort of different way, so get excited, guys. Today was a big step forward for the Porsche, and next episode is going to be insane. I don't want to jinx it, but potentially finish it up in first start drive. I don't know, we'll see. We were a little ambitious in this one, but I think next episode is the episode. With that, guys, Marco, any last words? All right, good talk. We're gonna go ahead and end today's video here with some Fetch with Sparko. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, make sure you guys like this video because it really does help us out, and help share the video as well. Anything that you guys can do to help get the channel and get the videos out there really does help, and I appreciate all of you guys that keep coming back to watch for more. You guys are the real ones. And of course, leave us a comment and don't forget to subscribe. We are slowly but surely making our way up through the 800,000s all the way to 1 million. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget about the brand new Legends drop, and every $1 that you guys spend is one entry into you guys getting to go to F1 Las Vegas with your best friend. So it's gonna be awesome, and your last day to enter in is gonna be Monday. Make sure you get those entries in. First link down in the description box below. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.